Is it still called tweeting now that it's called X?
Yeah.
It's Exon now.
It's Xen? Oh no, that sounds worrying.
Scissoring.
Hello everybody and welcome to D&D in a modern setting. I am the game master, MisterGriss, joined here today as always by my amazing players. We've got Aidan playing as AJ.
Hola.
Destructore playing as Des.
We're all gonna die.
Excluded playing as Cecil.
We're all gonna live.
And Mckadow playing as Dr. Lucian Sanchez.
Wow. What do you want? Leave me alone.
Love that you get the full name treatment, even with the doctor in front of it.
I just love the fact that you had to pause and check Aidan's name. There was definite pause. There's like, Aidan.
You had to check all of our names.
Yes. Like, it's been a while, okay? And I've got my, like...
I don't know who he is.
I've got my little, like, player thing in the bottom left corner that it, like, goes invisible when I'm not looking at it, so I had to hover over it to bring up the names. I was like, oh, damn.
You can feel it.
But yeah, we're back. We're back to playing D&D 5th edition, 2014 version, but with a bit of a modern day twist on it. We are on...
Future Twist. We're in 2050.
Future twist, right? We are in the
Oh my
future.
god.
2050. Stuff happened in the year of 2025 that caused fantastical and weird things to appear in the world, and more fantastical and weird things are showing up as time progresses. You guys are a group of, between air quotes, adventurers that are all settled or based in Oʻahu, Hawaii at the moment, where you live and work and breathe in this city. Breathing as like breathing air, not like...
Well, god damn it, Chris.
Well, I've been trying, but the twink boy keeps saying no.
You've gone on some adventures, some wild, fantastical adventures, went to different realms, different planes. Well, some of you, not all of you. Some are newer to the party. That
Yeah,
have not,
Excluded definitely went on some planes, all right.
Oh.
But yeah, you pretty much came back after a big adventure. You were settling in again in the on the island, going back home, going to your pub, to your respective places, where we unfortunately lost one of the party members who got run over in a horrible traffic accident, and their soul may or may not be sucked up into a ring that one of you still has, I believe.
I think the
Probably.
doctor has it.
Probably still there.
Yeah, everybody kind of went home, did some rest and recovery. You regrouped back and decided to head towards the black market in this place where you can buy and sell weird, mystical, fantastical items and perhaps creatures that are not quite from this world. But on your way there, you noticed a big plume of smoke on the horizon. And as you got closer, you got passed by fire trucks blaring their sirens, and it became pretty clear that the warehouse that you were going towards was currently on fire.
Right.
AJ, being a firefighter in his, almost said in his free time, I guess the opposite of his free time when he's actually doing his job. He is a firefighter. He immediately jumped into action to join his fellow firefighters to put out the flames of this warehouse. Everybody helped out in their own ways, using spells, cantrips, whichever way you could to try to help extinguish the flames. Upon doing those with a keen eye that saw more than the others, noticed that there seemed to be some magical tomfoolery going on with this fire. There were sparks of arcane mixed in with the flames. One of you spotted a suspicious winged figure with wings bigger than its main body fly away at fast speeds through the sky. And AJ went into the warehouse and noticed the charred leftover smudges of what seemed to be a runic/magic circle on the floor. As you were all dealing with the aftermath of the fire, dealing with the magicalness going on with this fire, suddenly all the arcane energy gathered into one spot, and it seemed from Cecil, who is a expert in the arcane, it seemed from Cecil's view that it was building up to a massive explosion, when all of a sudden, all the arcane energy gathered, and in a blinding flash that seemed like a massive explosion, a massive tree appeared where the warehouse that was on fire used to be. Now, no longer a warehouse, but a massive, giant tree, big green canopy of leaves and vines that stretch over the rest of this harbor area that you currently find yourself in. Quickly, crowds began to gather to see what's going on. A lot of people are like, "Oh, a tree just appeared. What is happening? Is this bioterrorism? What's going on?" And you guys decided to head into the tree before too much of a commotion started to happen outside. As you approached the tree, there was a normal human-sized door in the base of the tree, tucked away between the massive roots. As you opened the tree, it seemed like the inside of this massive, hollowed-out tree trunk raising multiple floors into the sky. It seemed like the inside was almost trying to mimic a modern-day office building. The trees, the tree roots, the vines, everything kind of like is trying to mimic a modern-day office building. There was like a receptionist desk made out of vines and bits of the tree. There's an elevator in the middle of the tree to take you up the multiple floors and other stuff like that, but completely abandoned. No one else in there. You guys got onto the elevator, and it's a big old rope elevator that you needed to pull the rope to raise yourself up through the multiple floors. The strong boys in the party effortlessly raised the elevator through multiple floors, and you notice that all these floors are covered with these bigger than you, almost like pearl-like looking orbs, like a room just filled with eggs, pretty much. Like I think I described it as the alien egg room last time, but much less goopier looking and more like pretty and natural. And I think that's when the program decided to crash last time, so we'll pick it up from there. You are on your way up the multiple floors of this tree on the elevator. What do you do? Where do you go? What is your plan?
We still haven't found any way to get off the elevator into one floor, right? So I guess we'll just keep going up until we find a place to stop.
Yeah, as you moved upwards, you could look into the different floors and see all these big pearl-like eggs, but there were only small viewing holes in the elevator shaft, no doorways or exits. So you just keep going up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go on for.
Yeah, you go up for a while. It seems to be stretching out forever. This is taking way longer than you expected. But eventually, you pull the elevator up to a room that completely opens up. It's just a big circular room with the elevator that you guys have pulled up sitting smack in the middle of the room. And surrounding you is a whole bunch of pretty much nature. It almost looks like a jungle in here, but not overgrown, almost well maintained. And at the far end of the room, surrounded by all these plants, that I don't know if any of you would be well versed in nature enough to recognize these as like plants that are common, or if this is like some weird plants that you've never seen before.
Not really, no. I have a -1 in it, so I'm going to assume my character does not know much.
Can we roll nature?
You can roll for it. You can roll a nature roll.
I'll roll it for shits and giggles.
Yeah. You never know.
Same.
You might be terrible at it, but you can always get
Shiggles.
a critical. Oh, the dice are so shiny now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed bigger.
9.
There seems to be a
9.
lot of plants here.
A 5 and a 14. Cecil, yeah, with your 14, you look around the room, you see all these plants. They are massive, and you do not recognize them as any like plants that are common on the planet Earth. But you've also not like, you've not been deep into the Amazon jungle and stuff. You're not an expert on plants, but this definitely looks unusual to you.
Yeah. I mean, a big tree just spread out of nowhere. It's possibly going to be a druid in here.
More than likely.
We'll start exploring the room then, I guess.
It's a lot of plants, a lot of nature. There is a massive one of these perfectly rounded egg-looking things sitting at the far end of the room on like a bed of leaves surrounded by plants on to its left and right, with an open pathway leading up to the big egg.
Shall I go and investigate that big egg?
Should we destroy the big eggs? I mean, do we want whatever is in the egg to get out?
Perhaps we should try communication before destruction. I do not want to be responsible for killing some baby in an egg.
Oh man, you should have met.
Not kill.
Yeah, you should have met Jackie. You would have just shot that thing right there and there.
Oh, would he? Oh, I see.
Should he have a way of communicating with it?
Well, we don't know what it is, so I have no idea. Maybe?
Let's go ahead. Just keep your guards up. There might be something protecting that egg.
True.
Alright, we'll start walking towards it.
Yeah.
As you approach the egg, the plants to the left and right of the pathway seem to be like retracting, like pulling back to make room as you approach the big like pearl-like egg, almost like when a king walks through his subjects on his carpet towards the crown, they all like bow down to the king. It's almost like the plants are like bowing down towards your group, retracting.
Alright, this is definitely creepy.
I think it's rather nice. So let's see if we can get up to the egg without any harm, I guess.
Yeah, you can get right up to in front of the egg. Nothing in this room stops you from approaching the big round object.
So is it gooey like the other thing, or what sort of egg is this?
It is definitely, as you approach it, it is this big, like, it seems to be a perfect circle, like no edges or notches in it. It's not like oval shaped like an egg. It is just a perfect round circle. There is this like pearlescent glint coming from the outer shell. Like if you look at it from certain directions, the color like slightly changes. It fluctuates between this like pearl white till into this like slight pinkish hue.
Very pretty. I put my hand on it, I guess. See if I can feel any heat or anything.
As you touch it, it definitely doesn't feel soft. It definitely feels like a hard outer shell.
Can I lift it without doing any damage to it?
It's pretty big. It's like bigger than a person, but you can always attempt it. It will be a strength check.
$16.
A 16, unfortunately, does not beat the DC to lift this up. So you put your full force into it. You try to lift it up. It moves around a little bit. It's definitely not attached to the ground or anything. It's kind of like wobbling on top of the bed of leaves. But you cannot lift it all the way up.
Have you seen anything like this before?
No, not really. Chris, I'll walk to like one side of it and try to cast light to see if that might expose anything on the inside.
Ah, that's a good idea.
Ooh, okay. Oh god, this noise. It's gonna haunt me in my dreams.
Fucking ringing.
You create a light to kind of like go on the other side of the orb and to see that you can kind of see through it to see if there's anything inside of there.
Yeah, if it reveals anything like to the other guys on the other side.
Yeah. You activate your light and you can kind of see through the orb, and there definitely is a humanoid figure in there.
I keep it sharp for like a few and then go back to the guys. So, what are we dealing with?
Looks human to me.
Bird people, possibly?
Never encountered no bird person before. I've heard of them though. Harpies.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, lay eggs?
The one I heard of did. Tried to seduce a bald man, from what I remember. It was a long time ago. That's a story for another time.
I mean, we still haven't run into anyone who, I guess, orchestrated this whole thing. Is that like a...
Shall we throw caution to the wind and try to crack it open?
Meanwhile, I wonder what they're doing up there, AJ.
You can come with us, you know.
Yeah,
no, we got to operate the lift to get you down, though.
Yeah, they're just holding the rope still, like keeping
is there like no place to put the ropes?
Can you not like...
I'll say you can like hook it in or something to keep it in place.
Okay, good.
You're all free to explore the floor without the risk of the lift leaving.
I don't know why you were saying anything.
So, you say you need a crowbar.
Wait, hold on. Is there is there like
No,
any
I did not.
any more rooms behind the egg?
I never mentioned a crowbar at all. What are you talking about?
No, this room is just a big circle, elevator in the middle, egg against like the edge of the circle, the furthest away it can be from the elevator, and just plants everywhere, but only on the outside of the circle, growing inwards, is where the plants are. There's a little area around the elevator that is completely clear, that has nothing in it. It's just an empty space.
Let's see. And this said he saw someone flying, so...
possibly a dragon.
I don't think a dragon would have anything to do with this.
What if it's a green dragon?
What do you mean?
A nature dragon. Or whatever.
Yeah, but does your character know that's for shit?
He's from the streets. He knows this shit.
Yeah, he knows about green dragons.
Aren't green dragon poisonous?
The underground cockfighting, with Magic the Gathering.
Use like little wormlings to do underground fighting arenas. Oh god.
Is there windows on this floor, Chris? That one can look to the outside.
Kinda. There is no window directly on this floor, but way higher up there is an opening in the side of the tree. Like, I wouldn't really call it a window, more like, like the holes that trees have in the side of them, like in a normal tree, a squirrel would like climb through or anything like that.
See.
But just a massive opening in the side of this trunk that is shining a beam of sunlight, like almost directly onto the round object.
So, has anyone actually told Lucian about a dragon?
We don't even know if it's a dragon, but,
Yeah, but have you
Destructor
mentioned-
did mention it. I guess Des mentioned it.
I mentioned it possibly being a dragon, but we don't have confirmation. That's about all.
Give me a second, then. I shall ask the gods. I'll sit down and cross my legs and do like a yoga sort of humming pose.
Mm.
And I shall
Doesn't
do
that
no
become a more unreliable the more you do it?
No, I'm not actually asking God. I'm casting a spell. I cast locate creature, and I'm trying to sense the nearest dragon, Chris. It's probably going to be the egg.
Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is within 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. 1,000 feet.
It says, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, such as a human or a unicorn, as long as you have seen the creature up close within 30 feet at least once. So, I don't think I know the specific dragon. But I do know of dragons.
Yeah.
So, I'm not sure about that one. Never used a spell before.
Within 1,000 feet, specifically looking for a dragon or draconic like creature, you do not sense anything.
I don't sense any dragons nearby.
Yeah,
It's not what God's telling me.
Okay, so with a certain degree of confidence, you can say that it's not a dragon.
Not near us, anyway.
That's a relief.
At least this thing isn't a dragon, anyway. Whatever this is, poke the egg.
A small crack forms in its shell.
Oh.
Ooh.
You triggered it.
Excellent. That's actually excellent, Chris. I push my finger all the way in, and I cast. I touch whatever's inside, and I cast. Where's the thing? I have tongues. I cast tongues.
It keeps giving me an error that item level was not provided when you cast a spell. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
I've still got resources to spend, so yeah.
The spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language and can hear the target understands what it says. Yeah, so you poke the egg, it starts cracking, and you just kind of like move your hand further in to touch whatever is in there to cast tongues upon it.
Yeah.
As you move your hand inwards, you grab whatever creature is in there. As you start casting your spell, you feel a hand from inside of the orb grabbing you by the hand, like a very gentle grasp around your hand. As the egg cracks open, and the entire floor of this section of the tree gets filled with this radiant golden light as a golden man steps out of the egg.
My eyes.
How big is he?
Medium sized, so like a person.
So
But
how
Chris,
this how
how big is he?
No.
Alright, go on, Ed. You don't have to touch that. What were you saying, Destructor? You rolled the same.
how the fuck did he come out of an egg
70.
that small?
Oh God!
He comes out swinging. No.
Oh.
Yeah, you see the
Is it
picture?
shaped like a sword?
I see the picture.
Okay. Yeah. This golden figure, not wearing any weapons or anything on him. He doesn't have his bow or sword like on the picture, but he has like, a tactically placed loincloth covering his bits.
Okay.
Cover your shame, man.
Golden cocks this early in the morning.
But yeah, he walks out still holding your hand. He's very gentle with his touch, but the look on his face is a very stern, a very stern look. He kind of looks,
golden man.
yeah, you see his head turn, taking in everything in the room, like looking around, looking at everybody in the party. He doesn't immediately say anything, but with the spell, he understands you guys?
It's only
Does he
Mckadow.
know a language? Yeah, like any language.
The spell grants the creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language it hears. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target. That knows at least one language and can hear the target, understands what it says. Yeah, he speaks.
So we can. It's like Star Trek's fucking communicator.
Yeah, he speaks in a language that I don't think any of you are familiar with. Sylvan, if any of you know the Sylvan language as your character.
But it would sound like common to everybody anyway.
Yeah.
Any creature that knows at least one language can hear, or it'll translate for us. Basically, I put it on my translation on them.
Yeah, so he understands you guys. You guys understand him. You don't need to awkwardly translate anything like that.
Yeah.
He looks over and he's like, just very like calmly says, "What is this place?"
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
In a big tree.
In America. On Earth.
And you see his golden eyes like glow up with this brilliant radiant light as he looks up, and he kind of seems to be like staring into nothingness, like, you know, when somebody gets like that 1,000-yard stare, he's just kind of like staring out in front of him, and this takes a little bit. Then he comes back and he's like, "Ah, yes, this is what I was dreaming about. This is a mortal realm, yes?"
What are you, a god?
Oh, yeah, are we supposed to be immoral?
I am no god, but I am, you could say, the master of this tree.
Right. So why did you summon a big tree in a warehouse by making it explode?
I don't think he did. He was in an egg.
And
you can let go of my hand now, sir, if you want. I mean, it's very soft.
Ah, yes, of course. And he lets go of your hand. He did not realize that he was like holding you at all. I am uncertain. I see glimpses of hands planting a seed in hardened stone.
Right.
I see. I pull out a stethoscope, Chris, and just put it on his back and start like examining him. Go do a medicine check on him. And are you seeing everything all right? Does everything feel normal?
Ooh, 27. That's a very good medicine check. I'm
a doctor.
Yeah, as far as you are aware with your medical knowledge, he seems in perfect health. He's a bit of a he has a heartbeat. I guess that's important. He has a slower heartbeat than you would expect from like a living person, but there is definitely a heartbeat there.
Okay. You seem all right. Bit of a slow heartbeat. Is that normal for your species?
I only know about the pace of the beating of our heart from my own species. I have never questioned it as being not normal, so I suppose it is.
I see. Well, you seem all right. For a man in an egg. Is that normal for your species to be in eggs?
Yes. We go through a bit of a transformation when we put ourselves in this state. It allows us to tap into the world of dreams.
So it's a meditation egg.
Yes. That sounds about right. And he like stretches out both of his arms, and he just does a single clap as little golden flakes and embers start to light up in all the various plants around the room, and you see this golden energy travel through the roots and plants of this tree, spreading out all across the tree, going up floors, going down floors. It is time to awaken my brethren.
Yeah, brother.
Your brethrens.
Yes, the others.
Why? What is your
So
plan?
did you come here by choice, or does someone summon you here?
Somebody planted the seed of the tree here. To what purpose, I do not know. But it has led to our awakening from the dream.
And what are you gonna plan to do after you wake everyone up?
The crux of our question is, are you planning any kind of hostile actions?
He kind of like looks around, looks at all of you, looks at the things that you are wearing.
He is taking way too long to answer for my like.
None of this looks like things we have where we are from. We must have been put in a different realm. And he kind of like jumps up to the opening in the tree and like looks out, and he's in shock, disbelief, awe at what he sees. Like he does not know what these like modern day buildings are and stuff like that. He looks out, like just stares off, looks back at you. Where are we at the moment?
We're on the docks.
An island nation in a large ocean of this world. It is the island nation known as Hawaii and the ocean known as the Pacific Ocean. There is a great deal of water surrounding us, if that is what you're concerned about.
Me and my people must have been brought here for a reason, but the reason is unclear to me. Perhaps I can learn about it more within the dreams. But for now, I suppose your group, must teach me and my people the customs and the ways here. We do not have any hostile intent of takeover. We would like to live a peaceful life here.
This is the up high, this is the down low, and this is the too slow.
16
Well,
with
you
your
said
insight.
introducing the culture.
He shows like no real emotion in his face, so even with your 16 in insight, it's hard to tell if he's like being legit or not. Like there's nothing so far that makes you question what he's saying, but you're honestly not certain.
Trust that golden ass for now.
AJ?
Mm-hmm.
We should call the Branded Cross for this.
Yeah. I'll start going on my phone.
Maybe they can help a society of elves living in that were hatched from eggs better than we can do.
They're most probably on the way already, but I'll call them now.
You are an elf, right?
Wing, wing, wing.
An elf. That might be your word for my people. We call ourselves Eladrin.
Oh, we have a movie about him.
Truly.
Yeah, he gets 3 wishes.
Paladin.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what he said,
Yeah.
anyway.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you from the Feywild? I'll ask him.
My species originated in the Fey realm indeed, but I myself and my people below me have not ever been within the Fey.
Okay.
Have you got a pet or creature nearby that is a large winged creature? My friend there says he saw one.
A winged creature?
Like a dragon.
It flew off. And we assume it was the one that planted the seed here.
Yes.
Hmm.
Would a dragon have nefarious reasons to plant your tree in another realm for some reason?
A dragon?
I'd say that this is the strangest thing I've heard, but my best friend has a grasshopper for a son, so...
Huh?
I'll tell you about it later.
I'm I'm not sure. I myself, as the ruler of this caste, this flock of my people, have had no interactions with any draconic creatures. We do not serve dragons. But if you say a winged creature is responsible for moving the seed here, I have no idea what that could be.
Why were you people condensed into a tree in a seed, in an egg, or what is going on? So you were in an egg, in a tree, in a seed.
Yes, that is correct.
What are you talking about? No, but explain. Like, why were you in that form? Have you always been in that form? Is this the first time you've been in this form? Did you condense yourself?
In the world that we are from, we do not reproduce like other races do. We form like the plants do, and making more of us requires a seed from one of our many magical trees in the forest to be planted in other parts of the world where others like us will sprout, and one amongst us is being chosen to have his essence diluted into the seed, so that when his body wakes up together with the tree and the others, he can guide them further.
So there's another version of you that created this, is what you're saying?
Yes, but upon bestowing one's essence within the seed, the original body dies.
Oh, well, that's sad. Why? Like, why do you die in order to do this? Do you make many more children that way or something?
The body withers away like a plant that loses its nourishment. Why this is the reason, that is for our gods to decide, I suppose.
Oh, my apologies. I think I didn't phrase that correctly. I mean, do you get many more lives from the sacrifice of that one?
Yes.
Are there more children?
Does one become many, or is your species finite?
Yes. You said you don't breed in the traditional sense.
Like you have probably seen while traversing upwards through this tree, the hollow trunk on the inside should be filled with many of my children, you could say. That is the result of pouring my essence into one singular seed. So at one seed we can make many.
Do you consider yourselves family, or do you just go your separate ways after that?
I guide them and educate them in our ways. They will come out fully grown bodies, but the mind of a newborn. They have to be guided and nurtured towards adulthood, I suppose you could say. And once that process is done, they are free to go where they please.
How many are there from this one sacrifice?
He like touches his hand to the tree wall as like energy flows through it. You see this like golden glow coming from him as he touches the wall. It seems like he's like taking in information. It looks like this seed has been responsible for the gestation of at least 20,000 pods.
And each one of those children are capable of doing this as well?
One gets chosen to become the new host of a new tree when it is needed. But we live long lives. We can live, I guess with the like tongue spell, he would understand your like measurement of time, kinda. In your lives, compared to your lifespans, we would live around 340 years.
Okay. I was just going to say, if 20,000 of you did this again, we'd be kind of fucked. Our planet wouldn't be able to sustain you.
Yes, this is an arduous ritual that takes up a lot of nature's power to produce one of these seeds, so it is not something we can do often. Also not something we do lightly, or without permission from the other pods within our world. So one seed ending up in a different world is quite troubling indeed.
Yes. I suppose you better wake your brethren then.
Maybe wait till I finish this phone call.
I was going to say we can cut to your phone call here already, and I assume you're having it now.
AJ, you call up the branded cross. Your handler Charlotte picks up the phone. Ah yes, AJ. What do you have for me today?
We have a situation happening at the docks where the black market dealer is.
A situation?
Yes, a massive tree.
Ah, we've been getting reports of a tree-like structure that has appeared within the city limits. You are right there?
Yes, and it has people in it. A person.
People, you say?
Yes, we would call them elves.
Oh.
From The Hobbit or Lord of the Ring. Old movie.
I see, so most definitely not from this world.
No. And they are planning to bring... How much was they again, sorry, sir?
20,000.
20,000? Of their brethren away in this tree.
20,000?
Yes.
Okay, we'll send agents over there right away. We're locked into your position. We will be there in 15 minutes. Don't do anything rash. These...
Would you like to speak to him?
No, that is all right. I will be there in person soon enough. Just make sure that they don't go anywhere, and try to see what their intentions are, if they are here with hostile intent.
I have one of my companions talking to him now.
Well, I'll send my people on the way. This is going to be a big immigration issue if 20,000 new people have appeared on the island.
Yes, I think we have firefighters down at the bottom of the tree, and I think they're called police as well.
Ah, well, yes, I suppose with a big tree looming over the horizon that you can see from miles away, it was going to be a bit difficult to keep the authorities away from this place. But we will try to establish contact and see if we can create a line to work together with the local authorities to sort this out.
I can contact the detective and see if he can sort something out.
Ah, yes, Detective McCluskey that you work for.
Yeah.
I think that'll be all right. We've got connections with higher places than the good old detective can reach.
Okay.
But yes, stay where you are. Don't let any of these new humanoids leave the facility, and keep an eye on what they want to do. We will be there shortly.
Okay. Bye.
Goodbye. The golden man is just kind of like pacing around, taking everything in. He sees AJ on his phone. You can tell that he doesn't fully understand what AJ is doing. It just seems like it's like talking to something.
Does he understand our language now?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
for the duration of the spell.
Okay. So
which is an
I'll walk
hour.
up to him. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah, and his like golden radiance is almost like blinding. You can like barely look directly at him. It's like, yes.
I've been ordered to tell you to not leave this area. We have the authorities coming in to help you.
You speak for the king of this place.
Well, we don't have the king. No.
He
can
speaks
consume
on
their people.
behalf of the owner of the establishment your tree grew inside.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. What kind of ruler does this land have then?
Did we establish who the president is?
That is a president of the United States, but we didn't say which one in
Logan Paul.
2050.
Oh, well, it's Supreme
Junior.
Emperor Robot Trump. It's the can it be the head from Futurama? Nixon? Can it be Nixon?
No, we're not
Nixon?
doing heads living in jars. Not yet.
No, it's Zombie Nixon.
Oh. No, yeah, you know the president. It's a
president?
guy. Like I don't know.
I'm not
Wait,
entirely
a
sure. I'm
guy?
not from this country.
So not a Gorgorus, I see.
A guy
not
or
ill.
woman or both.
It's Obama Jr., female.
Lady Obama.
He called his daughter Obama.
I don't know.
Dumbass.
I don't know what that's.
It's Michelle Jr.
It's just President Junior.
Just Obama.
But yeah, you know who the president is. You tell him, President, this name of whoever is going to be the president in 2050. He doesn't know what president means. It's like, president? Is that like a king or queen?
No, an elected official. In theory.
Someone that's been put in charge by the people
Vote,
of.
in quotes.
Yeah, vote, yeah.
I see. Our leader gets chosen by the spirit of nature within our dreams.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Yeah, we don't take drugs.
What is drugs, and do you have some?
Sounds like you guys
Maybe.
are drugs. We cracked this
Oh.
guy open and smoked him. But
Would you
Crack? Who said crack?
would you like to see within your dreams?
No.
well, we already can see our dreams. What do you mean? Do you mean Vision Quest?
I'm not sure if that is what it would mean in your ways.
If you say what it means in your language, it'll translate into my language. Go on ahead.
I guess the closest thing I could think of is meditation. Would be something like
Oh, I do that all the time. Yes, I'm very interested. Yes, always happy to experience other cultures.
Yeah, and he touches your shoulder, Dr. Lucian Sanchez, and you immediately go into
Not my name tag.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, but I do. You immediately he touches you, and you immediately go into a trance. You're like, your eyes roll into the back of your head. You are out of it. You're having like a proper like out of body experience. You kind of like see yourself in this room with the others, with this golden elf-like man touching you as you have like a
Help! She's touching my special area.
as you have like an ethereal area that you can see from the corner of your eye, kind of like beckoning you to approach, and it is a portal, a window into your deepest desires, your dreams, like stuff like that. So, what do you think you would see? And if if any of these are secret things, you can always private message me.
It's all right if the guys know. Just they wouldn't know. In universe. It would see. You would see visions of the Statue of Liberty, of grungy streets, of dank cellars, of a boring bald man, of a beautiful woman, of a dweeby guy, and a guy with a thick accent.
You're like, you see your dreams, your desires. This feels nice. It all feels pleasant. But suddenly this like dark feeling falls over you. You feel like an oppressive energy like piercing into your body, like almost like something somewhere is watching you through this dream, and you feel it deep within your core that you are being watched rather, not washed, as everything, your desires and everything like fades away, and you see a massive gargantuan dragon filling the entire like horizon in the distance, obscured by shadow and clouds, and one single like green lizard-like eye with the like pupil like narrow in the middle, like turning towards you. And as this looks straight towards you, you're back out of the dream and into reality. To the others, you just kind of like saw Dr. Lucian Sanchez like just be like in a trance while that was happening. Would any of you react to that? Like stop whatever the golden man is doing to
draw a mustache on his face while he's out of it.
Is this a custom on your world?
My gimmick.
It is referred to as a prank, if you will.
Ah, I see. I will allow you to prank me as well. And he like leans forward with his face towards your marker.
Mustache.
Perfect. Anybody else doing anything?
No, just gonna wait for the doctor to get back up.
You come back to reality, Dr. Lucian Sanchez.
There goes gravity.
What did you see within your dreams?
New York and a dragon. What the fuck?
A dragon?
Big old dragon with a big eye and looked right at me. It filled me with dread. What the fuck? That's strange. Why dragons again? Is the dragon going to attack New York? Oh god, the towers.
What you see within your dreams can mean many things. It's not necessarily the future, but it could be. But seeing a dragon is indeed a worrying sign that is not...
It felt more like the present. I'm pretty sure he was watching me. You ever
watching
see that,
you back through the dreams?
You ever see that weird little fucking gay-ass film with the little tiny man that has the ring and then he has to go through it in the lava? You know, that thing when the eyeball looks at him? Yeah, that little gay
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, exactly. The one where he bums the guys with the rings.
What's a film?
I think that's a different...
Well,
Look, this is a film. I'll pull out my phone.
Oh, you can bring up moving images on this little stone tablet?
Yeah, and I can talk to anyone around the world with it.
Clearly not stone.
I was gonna say tablet, but that just made it seem like, a tablet.
Can I run a medical check to see if there's like what exactly is wrong with AJ? Like a big old dragon, just like I just had a vision quest, and he's like, "Here we go. Here's a movie."
You think seeing dragons in your dreams is cool? Take a look at this. Just shows him like an AI dragon on his phone.
Have you seen the latest Jujutsu Kaisen?
And yeah, you hear like down the floors, like these other eggs are definitely cracking open, and people are awakening. It seems like seems like my people are finally waking up. I should go and greet them.
Make sure they don't leave this tree, please.
We are not allowed to leave the tree.
Not at the moment. The
Why is
higher
that?
ups are coming because it's going to be hard with you joining
integration.
People.
Yeah. You might have to live in the tree for a bit.
Well, this is our home.
Yeah, we know.
And yeah, more and more of these elf-looking creatures, people, are showing up onto this floor. They have cracked open remains of the egg that was against the wall. Is kind of serving almost as this golden guy's like throne, as others come to greet him. They come from all over the place, like using the elevator. A lot of them enter the room, and all the plant life in the tea seems to be like more alive now as well, now that everything has woken up.
There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, and greeting our golden man are 3 representatives of the different floors of eggs that greet him. They, you see this lady approach him.
Wait a minute.
This guy.
Why
and
do
this
they have
lady.
men and women if they don't have sex? Why do they have boobs if they don't have children?
I guess their god was horny.
Yeah, I guess.
Must have been a Zeus.
They say this one's feet are merged together.
They are. They're all wearing, like, as you can see, different colored nature stuff. They seem to be themed around the seasons.
They grow around. Okay.
as they greet the big golden elf man in the room. There is kind of this official ritual almost going on as these are waking up, and the golden man seems to be putting his hand on every single one that walks up to him, their shoulder, which seems to be awakening them. They come out as these like gray neutral plant-based elven-looking humanoids, and as he touches them, they get divided into one of the 4 season colors. So some of them become the blue ones, some become the green ones, some become the fall orange-looking ones, and even some become gold like him. As this is happening, you can tell that this is going to take a while. He is going to have to do this for a lot of them.
Should we just go down and wait for the branded cross?
I'm going to stay here just in case they
do something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fascinating. Like, what the fuck is this? What are these things? Like, mission's just like, well, I've seen weird shit, but this is weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to nearest phone.
To the nearest what?
To its throne.
Oh.
I thought you said phone.
Yeah. No. And I'm going to can he still understand us?
It was for an hour, so I'll say like this will probably be the last thing you'll be able to communicate with him. An hour would have passed after all this.
I was just going to say, do you mind if I sit near you?
No, you are representatives of this world. You are my connection to the strange realm. You feel free to sit anywhere you'd like. And he kind of like moves his hand, and the plants next to his throne like curl up, almost looking like a chair, like a comfy space to sit.
Okay. I will go sit down and pull out my shotgun and lay it on my lap.
Okay. Just like eternity. Yeah, he is busy doing what he is doing. The branded cross is on its way. They are not there just yet. Are you planning to just hang out and wait until the branded cross and whoever else potentially shows up? Are you gonna do anything?
I'm gonna have to cast tongues again, so I need to stick around.
Can I record with my phone?
Yeah, you record with your phone, and it's not like 1-for-1, but the scenery kind of looks like this.
Okay. Well, that actually
So,
looks nice.
somewhat swamp-like.
Hmm.
I hate it.
Nice opinion. Unfortunately, your mother.
Yeah, so you record this whole thing, like you see these colorless elf-like humanoids walk up to the man in gold, and as he touches them, they take shape and take a form, and it is almost as if he's like imprinting them with emotions, memories, personality, just from like touching them. They seem like mindless drones when they first appear, but as soon as he lays his hand onto their shoulders, they become a unique person, I suppose you could say.
An individual.
An individual, yeah. They become a unique snowflake.
So you're saying when an old man touches them, they grow up all of a sudden? I went from a boy to a man that summer.
This is how I became a man. A big golden man touched me.
Whenever Uncle Roger
Can I
took that
try
trick.
something?
Yeah. That's what this game is all about.
I'm going to try and cast something on the big elf thing.
Okay.
Just remember, she said not to cause trouble.
I'm not. I'm going to try and cast.
He is.
Bless.
We know he is. It's classic
Bless. Okay.
behavior from him.
I cast shotgun.
I got bullets to the brain.
Yeah, I'm going to try and cast bless. I feel like if I don't know if that's a good thing to do.
That's bless too again. It's just a D4 to like skill checks, right?
I think
Bless,
so.
Skill checks, saving throws, attacks.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to walk up to this person and say, in what languages do I speak? Freeve can't. Because I don't have any other languages.
That's more slang. I don't think the black dude's gonna know thief speak.
I know that he's not going to understand anything I say, but
I forget that you're like part cleric. When you bless people by like, whose power do you bless them by? Like do you invoke like?
I invoke Jesus Christ.
Okay,
that's right, you do, brother. Thinking. Hell yeah, power of Jesus.
I was trying not to say it, but I'm glad you got there yourself.
But I don't know I'm a cleric, but I got spells. That's how I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to this person and say, "By Jesus Christ." Do you not know? I'm not gonna say that because that's really weird.
By the big JC.
I bless you by GC.
Gee whiz.
Wait, yeah. I'm about to say I'm not casting a level 3 spell on that.
These foreigners not worth a 3rd level spell slot.
I don't have a 3rd level. I don't have a level 2.
It is a touch spell. You have to specifically touch him to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lay your hand onto him while he is distilling emotions and personality and stuff within others of his kind. You bless him. He has a D4 now if he needs it in the next like minute, as long as you're concentrating on it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wanted to do it to see if he makes a different one.
If he makes a different one?
A different elf.
Oh, if your like bless has any impact on the next person he's like creating. Interesting. Yeah, he's making like a whole bunch of different ones. You can't really tell if your blessing made a difference or not. But
I think it just explodes.
Yeah. out of roleplay. Like all these guys, they're their own person now, so they pick their own like class D&D style. I'm not gonna pick like 20,000 classes between games, but like they are technically picking a class. So I'm gonna say that because you blessed him, the next guy he touched, he's gonna go down the like cleric path now, because it like instilled it into his person, I suppose, upon creation.
Okay, so I'm guessing like elf with a little bit more armor and with a Jesus cross on him.
Yeah, it doesn't quite change their like form, like they don't get free armor and stuff, but yeah. You might, if I remember, I write it down somewhere, you might run into a cleric, Aladrin, later on.
Hey, I don't like 1 into. That sounds like we're gonna have to fight him.
I mean, these guys are gonna be around now. What you do to them is your choice.
I'm alright. I'm trying to like help him integrate into the society.
Yeah.
Oh, how nice.
We live in a society.
I'm just worried about him.
That's at the bottom, like trying to burn the tree down. Oh, we're helping them?
We live in a society.
What is your opinion on all this, Des? I haven't heard too much from you about all this craziness happening.
This is just another day at the office at this point, especially considering all the shit we went through of those portals. This is actually a step down and much more manageable.
Is
it?
I'd say so.
It's a lot more people.
Yeah,
at least we don't have to deal with them.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a slow process. It's gonna take forever. Like, he has 20,000 of these guys to go through, so he'll be here for at least a few days minimum doing this. So I don't know if you guys are planning on waiting here for so long, watching this whole thing play out, but
we're just waiting for the branded cross.
Yeah, 15 minutes in. I suppose the branded cross has a way of contacting you, AJ. They can just like call you on your phone or like a radio or something like that.
I would have both on me, but yeah, phone most probably.
Yeah, your phone will go off. You see that it's like the branded cross calling you.
I answer.
The branded cross is at the premises. We are at the bottom of the tree. We've set up a protective zone around this massive structure. We're working together with the authorities to keep people away from this thing. How is everything going on the inside?
It's going. They seem to be friendly. And 20,000 of they are awaking at the moment and being given powers or given their personality, it looks like.
Okay. I have given myself access to your camera. Could you look at the scenery for me so I can take a look myself at what is transpiring?
I will point it up, point at the guy.
Okay, yeah. You're like, you saw it around? Yes, indeed. There are indeed living beings on the inside, like you said. And quite a lot of them as well. They understand us? You can communicate with them?
Only via spells, but yeah.
Yeah, one of my companions use a spell on it.
Only communication only by magical means. I see. I will note this down. One of our communication experts that is an expert in contacting beings from other worlds will make his way in there with an armed escort, of course, for his safety. Could you make sure that he gets to their leader?
Yeah, makes sure he can speak Aladri. I think that's what they call it.
Sylvian.
I do not know which languages exactly he speaks, but he he trained in the use of arcane magics in a different world, and he should be capable of using his spells to communicate with any kind of creature as long as they possess some sort of intelligence.
Okay. Then I'll at the moment that all of the people are coming up here, so I think it should be easy for them to come up. Just don't point their weapons at them.
Okay. We'll send them in. So you guys are gonna wait where you are for this guy. You're not going down to like go and greet him.
Oh, fuck the guy. He can get himself up.
Yeah. It's a heavy lift to live.
Yeah, it takes a bit, but after a few minutes, the lift raises up to the floor. This group of 6 heavily armored military-looking guys, like very much imagine like Umbrella Corp in the Resident Evil games, just like military dudes armed to the teeth, night vision, masks covering their face, like everything
and
on.
Still losing to zombies that walk half a mile or 2 hours.
Yes, with a big like branded cross logo on their armored vest, very much like black and red, like blackened out armor, big red logo, not the not the most good-looking guys that you could say that they look quote-unquote evil. Black and red color scheme always looks a bit like threatening, I suppose. They come in like military formation, like professionals, have like guys at the front, like guns up, moving in like a SWAT team. And in the middle of them, revealing out of this group, is this like grizzled-looking, badly shaven guy with a big trench coat that just kind of like flaps in the wind, smoking a cigarette, like blowing like big puffs of smoke into the air. Blonde, shortcut like blonde hair. Walks into the room, very much looks very much like Constantine in comic book Constantine, like very gruff, like kind of done with everything looking guy. The kind of guy you imagine has like a little flask in his trench coat with some whiskey in there and stuff like that. Yeah. He like walks up, he sees you, AJ, walks immediately into your direction, kind of like drops his cigarette onto the floor, like stomps it out amongst the plants, blows his smoke right in your face. Oh, you're AJ, right?
Yeah, and did you mind blowing your smoke into my face?
Oh, what? Special agent for the Branded Cross can't handle a little bit of smoke.
He's a firefighter. He's sensitive about smoke.
You find it disgusting? I don't care about what you think about it. Now tell me, who am I here to talk to?
This guy.
Ah, I see. Big golden boy. What's he like?
He seems alright.
Any touchy subjects? Anything I should avoid talking about?
I don't know.
They seem mostly non-violent they seem non-violent for the most part, so maybe maintain a neutral approach until you can confirm whether or not this is true.
Non-violent, neutral approach.
Guess this is a ritual.
I'll have a good conversation with these 3 huggers. I'll make sure that they know what's up.
They might want to integrate with our society as well. And they want to see the leader.
They and everybody else wants to be a part of this great nation. It's not going to be that easy.
Well, it is a little bit easier because they're literally flipping in the nation already.
Just because they brought their house with them doesn't make them a citizen of the good old US of A.
Oh, actually, sir, technically they were born here.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes them US citizens, huh?
Everyone except the golden one would be a US citizen.
Well, the golden one would be one too as well, because he got born here as well. He got hatched.
Is he though, or is he like?
Well, he got reborn here. So, what does the Constitution say about that?
Does he have the same memories? I'm not sure.
He like pulls out another cigarette out of his like pack, like lights it up, puffs, does a little thing. Born on American soil. That is indeed going to help their position a lot.
He blows this cigarette back in me. I will pull out my pistol and point it at him.
He sees you like looking at him, and he like grabs his like cigarette pack from his trench coat and just kind of like holds it your way. Like, what? You want to smoke?
No.
I'll take one.
Okay. Yeah, you grab a cigarette out of his pack. It's
go.
a real cigarette. It's not like a chocolate one or anything.
Yeah, I'll just keep it for later.
Yeah, he like shakes his cigarettes back into the pack, puts it in his trench coat. Well, I'll go and have a chat with them then. Cecil is doing some magical ritual in the back. You see this guy, he has like a little notebook that he flips open, and he's treating it like a spell book, and he starts casting a spell as well. And you can gather as much that it is also a comprehend language kind of spell that he is doing, but he's very much like doing it in his own unique way. You, Cecil, would have never seen like a spellcaster like cast a spell like this. Like it's very, very crude, very like improper like hand signals and stuff like that. Like he's pretty much doing everything wrong that you can do wrong, but he's still pulling it off somehow.
All right.
What is this, wild magic or something?
Yeah, he's somehow pulling it off, even though he's doing everything wrong.
And yeah, he pretty much slides up to the golden guy. You're trying to listen in to the conversation? Is that why you're casting your comprehend languages?
Yeah, I want to see what he says. See if he's gonna start a fight or actually like communicate.
Yeah, he like just sits down on one of the nearby plants that looked like they were forming chairs, like the one that AJ was sitting on next to the throne. Blows off his puff of smoke, looks at the golden guy. So, you just appeared here. The golden guy is still just like doing his ritual, kind of like answers him, but without looking over at the guy. Yes, we came out of the seat. I was living within the dream until I formed, and the others here found me. They pretty much like go back and forth, like, why are you here? What are you doing here? What are your people? Where are your people originally from? Like that kind of stuff. And he's getting like vague answers back from the golden guy, like pretty much the same stuff that he has already told you. He's not really sharing any new information with this guy. Yeah, this goes on for a good while, but you do realize that by your standards, by like human standards living on Earth, this guy is being extremely rude. Like it seems like he is purposely going out of his way to try to like push the golden guy's buttons to see if he can get like an aggressive reaction out of it.
Mm-hmm. Is he just really smoking and puffing the smoke in his face?
Yeah, like blowing smoke in the guy's face, like trying to like interrupt what he's doing, like kind of like shoving, like touching him a little bit, like purposely trying to egg him out. But the golden guy seems to be very patient with his shenanigans. Eventually, after a good...
If he's gonna keep doing that smoke thing to everyone around this, so I'm just gonna grab it from his mouth and throw it out.
Yeah, you eventually like you walk up, you just grab his cigarette and you just like chuck it away.
Yep.
It's like, hey, what you doing that for?
If you want to smoke, keep it to yourself, not to everyone.
I'm in a public space. I'm allowed to smoke. I have my rights.
In a tree.
This is a private residence.
Ah, right. It just all looks like the outside in here. I guess I am in someone's residence.
We are inside, so if that thing goes off and everything around here is made of plants, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
Well, I've asked all that I came here for. Big Golden Man is not too talkative. Didn't even get his name. Did you manage to learn what he's called while you were here?
Adam.
I'm not contesting that.
Adam, you say? Oh, interesting. Like the first man. The one that turned into an apple, right?
Something like that.
And that's how we got the iPhone.
Oh my god. By Job.
Gave birth to the fourth Steve Jobs of the apocalypse.
But yeah, and he kind of like gathers you guys together a bit away from the ritual that is happening in the background. I've asked everything that I was ordered to ask. They don't know why they're here. They got put into a seed somewhere else, and the seed got planted here, and now they are here. They don't know who or why. They seem to be wanting to become part of our great society. We have no ways of sending them anywhere else. This big tree is going to be a problem. It is taking up quite a big area of the city. The roots are growing out of control. It needs to be maintained and controlled. Adam said that he can't really do anything about that. He has no control over the growth of the tree. So we're gonna have to get some machines over to do some cutting and trimming, but we'll keep it here to have them as a place to stay, because we don't want them to just be all over the island. We want to
homeless.
Yeah, we would rather have them all together in a location where we can keep an eye on them than spread out all over the place. But yeah, this has become a higher up problem for the Branded Cross now. They'll deal with all of this. Dealing with shit from other worlds is their speciality. We're just the lowly agents in their ranks. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I'm gonna head back down, report back to my bosses. Is there anything I should tell them? Is there anything else you want me to tell them while I'm down there?
I'd like a McDonald's order, please.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
He gives you this tired, like, unamused look. He's kind of like looking down, but then like angling his eyes upwards to like look towards you. Then like puts his cigarette out again, looks up at you. You know what? I could go for some Mackies right now. Why don't we head together?
I was expecting to have a fight with this fucking Okay.
Do McDonald's.
Again. Is that gonna be our hangout spot now?
Hopefully this time Narshu.
Yeah, what encounter do I put in there now?
I don't know. But I think we should go and get some food and then come back and... Because the guy seems to be welcoming us in here.
We took all the we can find a new place to buy items.
Yeah. They might do it here as well.
So you're leaving the place?
Yeah, we're leaving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take the elevator down with the armed escort of the Branded Cross. Goes to report to his superiors. You see Charlene, your handler, is there as well. You did a good job. We will try to find a solution to this situation, I suppose. It is it's not like something like this has happened before, so we're not quite sure how to deal with this, but I'm sure we'll find a way. And if peaceful solutions is not an option, did you manage to see any weaknesses or anything while you were there?
It's a big tree. That's a whole ass weakness.
Fire.
They have a lot of like different type of peoples. They might have magic people, like how we have started getting magic people.
Did you see any weaponry? Are they capable of forming an army?
Yes.
40,000 people. I mean,
I think they all have bows, unless did they have the weapons?
No, the weapons that they had in their art, they were not carrying on their person. And as you traveled through the tree, you did not see like an armory or anything like that. But it's also a massive tree. You didn't go into like every single part of it.
yeah. So like 20,000 unarmed people in there.
Yeah, and I bet you know how elves are. They can make weapons out of anything. I bet they'll make them sit on the bows.
That felt so racist. You know how elves are.
Oh, you're not seeing Lord of the Rings? I'm just gonna keep on saying that. You're not
like,
seeing
whoa.
Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I mean, we've established that with the event, the happening in 2025, that fantasy races started appearing in the real world, not from like other worlds, but people started being born looking more like half-orc, elf and stuff like that. So people with pointy ears have been around for a bit, I guess, in this world, so there could be a stigma of like, you know how elves are. And the Bandit class is like, yeah, we've dealt with the pointy ears before, but only those of our world.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe we could get some of them to help us translate.
I mean, they're born looking like an elf, but I don't think they would know the language.
Yeah, they grew up here. They
grew up here, yeah.
They speak God's language, American.
Okay.
Yeah, you leave the tree. You go for McDonald's. Together with this Constantine-looking translator guy that also works for the Branded Cross. While on the drive, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, we never got properly introduced. They call me Smith."
Agent. They call me AJ.
Smith. Yes, I'm an agent for the Branded Cross, Agent Smith.
May I ask, what did you call me when you first introduced opened the tree? Did you say secret agent or something like that? Or...
Oh, I honestly don't remember.
Okay.
I might have called you operative or
Special
something
agent.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you are, right? You're a group of independent agents that work for the Branded Cross. You do
mercenaries.
Yeah. You do the dangerous work, the like specialized jobs that they like to keep on the lowdown.
I guess.
I think AJ is the only one that's considered a mercenary for them. Or just here for the ride.
No, you don't get paid.
Yeah, but we're not
I'm
forced to. We're not get called to do missions. You're the one that gets called.
Because you owe them your life.
Yep.
Oh.
Don't have to keep bringing that up.
So you're not like an elite trained group as part of the Branded Cross?
Nope.
Depends how you look at our skills.
Oh.
We've all got powers.
Yeah, the grunts that have like seen you every now and then, like out by the creepy house in the jungle, out in the city and stuff, while handling things at the docks. There's yeah, you know how the troops like to talk. There's like a rumor spreading that you guys are like some sort of elite group or something.
Nah. We just get shit done.
If that makes us elite, then maybe you need better troops.
Interesting. Well, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go. You
Hopefully
go to the McDonald's with Agent Smith, who looks like Constantine. That's a sentence. As you enter, are you gonna eat in the McDonald's? Are you just doing takeout? The drive-by section is actually open now.
Well, it depends on one key factor, Griss. Is their ice cream machine working?
Most probably not.
It's summer? Yeah, no, that's not working.
Fuck.
It never works when you want it to.
You ever had a McFlurry? It's so good.
I don't believe it's real ice cream, but they are good.
Okay. I do like McFlurries, yeah.
Yeah, can you believe it? This place recently had like an incident. There was some like little guys that got banged up. One of them got like shot right in the face.
Yeah, that was us.
Oh shit!
Yeah. They tried starting
it. It was you guys? What, you're like just stopping robberies for fun?
No, we was just inside and we was trying to order, and then they came in, tried robbing everyone.
It inconvenienced them.
Jackie shot one, and then I just beat the shit out of them all of them.
Good on you, showing those lower races that us humans are still superior.
Huh?
Just AJ doing a double take.
As he does the like flat head, like pats you on the back, like good job.
Okay.
The racist.
Well, you gonna order?
Yeah, you can all order. It's on the branded crosses card.
Oh, if it's on the branded crosses card, I'm gonna order like I'll sit on the food. No, I'm gonna order for a sit ton of like do you know the gods that is at the place? I'm gonna order like 100 burgers and stuff like that, and then
for fuck's sake, we're gonna be here a while, man.
And
the branded cross, like
you got better things to do. I got better things to do.
I don't.
There's just like a branded cross desk worker somewhere, like checking all the accounts and being like, what the hell? Why did somebody spend like so much money in a McDonald's?
I'm gonna take a burger to the elven guy as well.
Oh yeah, you gotta introduce him to the American culture. It's the McDonald's burger. It's your first meal on Earth.
McDonald's,
yeah.
Out of everything, McDonald's.
You get them like addicted to it. You come back like a month later and they're just all like obese. It's like, what happened?
That makes them. At least we know they won't be doing anything undercover. They'll be too fat to.
But yeah, you get some burgers and stuff. You don't have to worry about the money. Agent Smith. Shouldn't have called him that. I'm gonna chuckle every single time I do this to myself.
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. Once he's done, he's like, okay, it's nice meeting you. Hopefully we can work together in the future for some other jobs as well. Nothing pays as well as the branded cross does. Now, you can drop me off here. I'll hitch a ride back to my place.
Okay.
Yeah, you let him out of the car, and he disappears into the streets, the busy streets of Hawaii.
Are we going back to the tree, or do you all want to do something else?
I think the Baron guys can handle the tree by their own.
Yeah, but I've got all these McDonald's.
What is it, AJ?
I'd like to drop off the food that I've ordered for him.
You might as well just drop me off as well. I don't want to go back in there.
I'm heading back to the streets for a while, see if anything's happening in the chatters.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to drop you lot off at the pub and then I'll come back later?
I thought we're not allowed to go back for the pub.
Yeah, no,
until
the pub
is investigating.
Yeah. It's a crime scene at the moment.
Yeah, I forgot. So where are you planning to get? Where do you want to be dropped off?
And my house, if possible.
I don't even need to be dropped off. I'm just going to fade into the streets and disappear.
Okay. Where's your house?
You've been there before.
I know, but
It's where Jackie died.
It's like I'm just imagining like a T intersection on the road, and Agent Smith gets out and walks off like to the left, and then Des gets out and just walks off to the right, and you just see them, both of them, like disappear down the road on opposite sides.
An NPC replaces them.
You zoom out into the clouds to zoom back in on somebody else.
Stop following me.
I'm going to drop you off.
Okay. So everybody's kind of going home?
I guess.
Their
where do you wanna go?
respective area.
Doctor.
Well, the airport would be fine.
The airport?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you've got your luxury jet.
Yeah. Well, it's a small jet. Small private jet. It's not mine. It's my best friend's.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll go and drop you off at the airport, I guess.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully these McDonald's are still
Here you go, Golden King. Enjoy a cold burger. Ooh, delicious.
Here you go, plant-based creature. Enjoy this dead flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all go to your respective areas. Des disappears into the busy streets as it's starting to become.
I'm just standing there, and then when a bus comes by, I'm gone.
Yes, it's starting to become like nighttime as the quote unquote normal people of the city turn in and go to sleep, and the more like rugged scum of the city is starting to fill the streets at night.
Hey!
This is blending in with everybody else. And yeah, unsurprisingly, talk amongst the streets.
Imagining in general.
Talk amongst the streets that everybody is talking about is this big tree that is just shown up now.
Just the run.
But yeah, talk on the streets is a big tree has suddenly appeared. Everybody's like, what is that about? What's going on? The news or anything isn't saying anything. This is like very much not being reported on as of now. AJ, you drop Cecil off at his home. Is there anything you would like to do while you are at home, Cecil?
Check in on the investigation of McCluskey at the bar and ask him if he has any other black market areas he knows of.
Yeah, you get into contact with McCluskey. He tells you no, the warehouse at the docks was the only place that he knew of. But he does know that the branded cross is responsible for a lot of the things coming in and out of this world, so they might have a place somewhere, but at this point he's like, you guys know more about the branded cross than I do. They've just paid me money to look the other way when I see that you guys are up to no good.
We're up to good.
Yeah, of course, I trust you, but lots of crazy things happening in the city lately.
Stay safe. Make sure nobody plants any more bombs around the city.
Hopefully not. Actually, now that you mention it, no.
I suddenly hear beeping.
Somebody replaced all the McDonald's burgers with bombs.
Uh-oh.
McDonald's, sorry. But yeah, no. Check in with McCluskey. He has no real news for you, other than the big tree is the talk of the town now. Even the cops are like, "What is this? What are we supposed to do? We don't know how to handle like anything like this." But Des and Cecil, and I guess everybody else as well that is keeping like an ear open for rumors and whatnot while they're hanging out in the city, can just roll me a flat d20.
Yeah, I'm always keeping an ear out about my doppelgangers, so I'll be drinking at the airport bar. I don't know
14,
shit.
a 7.
Okay. That didn't roll, okay.
An 8. And yeah, you asked McCluskey. So I don't know if you want to like roll a d20 as well and have a little look out, Cecil.
Sure. Since there's no place to go, since he didn't turn anything. 9, 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9. Yeah, only Des with his knowledge of the streets and knowing where to gather information rolled high enough to learn something. Everybody's talking about this big tree that has shown up. Nobody knows what's going on with the big tree, but you do pick up rumors here and there, like whispers amongst the people on the streets. People claiming that they've seen a strange figure flying through the sky. Others claiming that they've seen a dragon. Like there is definitely a underlining rumor spreading throughout the city that there might be a dragon-like creature around.
So it shouldn't just pass overhead once. It seems it must be here actively at this point if it's being spotted multiple times. I'll send a group text to the others just to let them know, keep them in the loop.
Unfortunately, I'm not part of your group chat yet.
Oh yeah, it's just a stupid group chat. It is.
Yeah, but I'm not here, so yeah. I guess I'm just drinking at the bar. You know where I am.
just drop a message in the Discord. Have you guys seen the dragon?
What dragon? Dragon these nuts! Oh.
And yeah, AJ, you take the McDonald's burger to the tree place. The golden guy is still busy turning his mindless plant people into personalities, I suppose you could say. This time, as you walk into the door at the bottom of the tree place, if you are personally going in to deliver the burger,
yeah,
you are the room at the bottom that looked like it was modeled like a modern-day office entrance room, but made completely out of wood, out of roots and plant material, is manned this time by these Eldarin people. A green-leafed, lady-looking Eldarin is sitting behind the desk and beckons you over. Welcome to the Grove. What brings you here today?
I've come to give some food to your master. Golden going.
Yes. He is still quite busy, and he will be for a while. But you are the ones that our master has told that helped with his awakening.
Yeah, I guess.
You are free to use the elevator and make your way to his floor. Do you need a escort?
I'd like a translator, since you'll be able to talk English.
Yes, this one is just straight up speaking common to you, which we are using English for common.
Yeah.
That will no longer be necessary. The information the tree has gathered has given us the ability to understand and communicate with the people of this land.
Okay, so what information does it give you? Like, do you know the lords of this land?
Only the master truly knows how it works, but from what I understand, the tree roots that are spreading from the tree absorb nutrients and life to sustain itself and our people, but also information from the surrounding land. And that is how our leader learns about this world.
So what would happen if, like, the tree roots got, like, damaged?
It would substantially hurt the lifespan of the tree.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to some people.
And yeah.
Do you want a burger? Since I have plenty.
One of the nutrients of your land.
Yeah.
Men.
It's got meat in. Do you eat meat?
Oh no, that'll be all right. We synthesize from the sunlight. Yes. But
So
we can
you
eat
don't-
things for the taste.
What would
Okay,
be
well-
worse? A meat burger, or like what would be more offensive to say? A meat burger or a plant-based burger?
For like
That's a
both.
good question.
I guess plant-based would be more insulting to them because it's more like eating what they're made out of, I guess, which is why.
Yeah. I'm still hung up on the fact he was in an egg instead of seed. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna place one of the meals down and leave it there for her.
Okay.
Put it on the floor.
If this turns them into
on the
carnivores,
Yeah, you know where to go. You take the rest of the meal up. As you travel through the tree, you notice all these Eldarin. They have modeled their plant outfits that they were covered with to resemble more like modern day outfits, like 2050 outfits. Like instead of these like leafy fantasy outfits, they look more like just hoodies and jeans and sweatpants and stuff like that.
Okay. Does any of them look at me like, what the fuck are you doing here? Or something like that?
You notice some of them like throwing some glances your way, but you don't really get the feeling that anybody's like staring you down or anything like that.
Okay, I'm gonna wave at him.
One of them like very enthusiastically like waves back.
Is that the cleric?
It runs over. Gets onto the elevator with you. Are you going to go see the master?
Yeah.
You are one of the ones that were here when the master first awoke. Such a great honor. We've everybody in here knows all about you and your friends.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm here to give him a meal.
A meal? Oh.
Yeah.
We don't need to eat, but we can. I'm sure the master will be delighted with learning more about the local customs.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We have been by connecting to the tree, we have been able to learn your some of your languages and ways. They are very interesting. I've learned about this place. Oʻahu used to have people that spoke a different language other than the English you speak.
Yeah.
Can you converse?
Elaborate.
In Hawaiian? Whatever the original Hawaiian language is called.
No, I'm from England.
Oh. What's that?
It's an island like... It's an island like this. Far away.
Oh, there are more places like this?
I will pull out my phone. It's fully charged because of my powers. Go on Google Maps and show them where England is.
Oh, fascinating. Can you show the whole? Can you show everywhere on this device?
I'll zoom out and then do where it goes to the planet.
I wonder if they can turn one of their vines into a USB, get them a computer, and then they can just download the internet to understand how much of a shithole they've landed in.
You see, you're blowing this guy's mind. He's like, your planet is round?
Yeah. There's a load of planets in this solar system.
Solar system? Is that like a plane of existence?
It's space.
Space?
Yeah.
Space, the final frontier.
Like the area between you and me, that is a space, right?
It's outside of the planet. It's dark abyss with stars. That is taking up the galaxy. That's the best way I can explain it.
Yeah, and he glances back at you with this like wiry smile. No, I'm just messing with you. We have learned these things. Most planets in the multiverse are all round. I'm surprised you didn't give a reaction to the round planet thing. From what we've seen of your people, many don't even believe that the planet is round while they are on it.
Yeah, a lot of people think that it's flat or cylindrical.
Cylindrical.
That's not actually the Earth, is it? It's literally flat. There's the glass dome.
It's the Truman Show.
He's referencing smiling for this case.
Okay.
The Earth is flat, Mckadow.
No, it's right there. You can't tell anybody.
But yeah, my name is Sil, short for Sylvester. I've been appointed to be what would be the correct term in your ways?
Guide?
Guide, something like a companion. I have been ordered to follow you wherever you go.
Even outside?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I've got a spare bedroom at my house, so you can stay in that, I guess.
I fight with shield and a blunt weapon, and I know a few spells in my repertoire, so I can be an assistance in any dangerous situation, like when you go delving in a dungeon or something like that. Do they do that in this world?
Not really.
Sometimes.
Do you have like adventurer guilds and the like?
Not really.
Fascinating.
We have some people investigating, like, shady area, like the police.
Ancient ruins hiding horrendous monsters?
Well, we got the island.
Yeah, you got the island.
Oh, the worst.
And what's going on in this temple?
There might be more of them nowadays, because there's been more of magic people coming to this earth. Like you.
The information we have gathered has showed us something that you call a firearm, but none in our grove truly understand it.
Oh,
let me show you.
I'll pull out my pistol. Well, this is a pistol, and I'll
down this pointy end.
I'll empty it, cock it, grab the bullet. This is what we shoot.
What did I say about pointsy towardsy?
Oh, and does it put your arm on fire?
No. It's
very confusing name.
It's the
armament that fires.
Yes, the armament that fires. Some person in my head keeps giving me some good answers.
I'm on your shoulder, and I'm the devil. I'm definitely the devil. I don't know who the angel is, or if you even have an angel.
And can anyone have any of these weapons?
As long as you buy them and you have a good state of mind and you have a license.
Oh. In our society, only the guards and adventurers are allowed to carry dangerous tools on them.
Well, it's America, so everyone has guns. But if you go to the UK or like England, only the police and army people can have them, and some people can get a license for bird hunting.
I'm sure it'll still be like that in 25 years.
Yeah. Do you think the flipping Americans won't have will get rid of the legal? Oh, fucking! I can't speak.
No, I was more implying that I wouldn't be too surprised if in 25 years the UK has embraced the American way of everybody has guns.
Yeah.
Maybe not entirely to the extent of the US, because some of those guys take it to the extreme, but I can see that.
I can see it not happening because you guys are wimps that want to control everybody.
We're not here to get political. It is set in the real world, but I want to avoid real world politics. But yeah,
kill Starmer.
You bring the food to the leader, and you have this guy Sylvester following you around now. He seems capable, I guess, but still. He looks like a full-grown adult, but still gives you the impression of like a young, impressionable kind of person. Like he's just like starry-eyed, like taking everything that you say about this world. Even if you tell him like some complete like lie, he's still like, "Oh, really?"
So are you connected? You get stuff from this plant, but do the plant get stuff from you? This tree?
Kinda. We maintain the tree, make sure that it doesn't wither away, and everything the tree absorbs gets collected into our bodies. We, as long as we have a part of us connected to the tree, we can take in the information and nutrients, even through our feet as we walk around in this place. But as soon as we are away from the tree, then we are like everybody else, I suppose, other than that we can't take energy from the sunlight.
Oh, so if you do follow me, I will have to bring you back here so you can get healthy and eat, I guess.
We can live independently, away from the Grey Tree, but the Grey Tree provides everything that we need. So I would like to come back, but I can stay away from it for quite a long time.
Okay. Well,
is travel outside of the tree difficult?
Not really. Depends where you want to go.
I mean, if you're new to the world, it might be because, cars, traffic.
Depends on traffic here.
Yeah. What they said.
It's just like on a call with the group, like, yeah. Yeah, you give the food. They are like, I wouldn't say impressed by the McDonald's, but they seem to like it. As you get escorted back down towards the entrance, is there anything you would like to do in the tree before you leave?
Not really.
Yeah. You exit out of the tree, you move on to your parked car. Sil is with you. He sees you approach your car, he's like, is this it's like a carriage, right?
Yeah. I'll go and open the door for him.
Yeah, you you open the door, you look over to see where he's at, and he's in the middle of trying to open your trunk and crawl into it.
No. You get in this way.
Oh. Okay. He slides into the passenger seat. He's feeling the seat and stuff like that, moving the buttons and knobs that he can reach.
Don't do that.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it's just strange insight for a carriage. What does all this do?
Well, this is a super. It's a I'll show you on the way back, on the way to my house.
Okay, where are we going? To your house?
Yes.
Do you also live in a tree?
No. Well, I live round wood.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Well, it's made out of tree. What do you mean? But yeah, you drive through the city. He's like immediately like, holy shit, this thing is moving. It's loud. It's moving fast. What is going on? What is all this? There's so many other Supras everywhere.
I'm gonna get on the highway and like see if there's like an opening, and then I'm gonna put my foot down.
Yeah, you see him like activate like a protection spell. He puts like a barrier around himself. Is this safe?
Yeah. We have airbags. If we get in a crash, it goes boop, and help make sure we don't die.
Okay. You move all the way to your house. You get safely there. Nothing really happens along the way. You take your new friend inside of your house.
I just thought of something else. Can we go to a shooting range first?
Yeah, you can do whatever, but I've been doing what you are doing for a while now. I'm interested what everybody else is up to while you are doing this. So we'll start with Des, I guess. What are you up to?
Roaming the streets, looking for marks, seeing if anything else unusual's happening. If you want to roll a random event for me, that would work.
Yeah. As you are hearing rumors about a dragon. I can do a little roll to see if anything happens in the city. Okay, roll me a d12.
Lucky number 7.
Okay. You are exploring the streets, learning information, seeing what's like the talk of the town at the moment, what's going on. You see a man on the street corner, like obscured by like wearing his hoodie up. Definitely looks shady. Looks like a street dealer almost. You think like, oh, this might be like one of the like pixie dust guys that is still left over from that thing way back. But as you approached, or as you get closer, he like spots you, looks over at you, and is like, "You there, good sir. You look like you believe in the ways of magic. I am a very powerful mage, and I can do many services, but for a price."
Prove it.
Ah, but of course. And he like does some like hand motions and stuff, and he suddenly has your phone in his hand. It's like, is this your phone?
All right.
I can make things appear and disappear. I have learned powers that are not from this world. But keep it a secret, because I've heard that there is an organization in these streets that hunts people like me.
There is. As a matter of fact, you should definitely hide yourself better. They have agents everywhere. I got interrogated about 10 times yesterday, based on being magical.
Oh, so they are real. I thought it was just rumors.
Nah, you best hide yourself. Be cautious.
Well, thanks for the information. Like they say on the streets here, nothing is free, even information. What can I do for you?
Well, that little trick of yours, I don't suppose you could acquire, say, just something valuable out of thin air using it?
Perhaps. I have to be able to see and be within a certain range of the things that I take.
I see. Is there anyone around who looks like they have a wallet?
Yeah, there's like people walking around on the sidewalks.
Whoever looks like they're the least poverty-stricken, see if you can get his wallet.
Okay, yeah. He starts casting the same spell again. It is a verbal and somatic, so he's doing hand movements and he's muttering some magical words that you don't quite understand. But you do see this fat wallet with like stacks of cash in it, like slowly but surely floating over towards you, like just hovering midair as it is coming towards you. The person in the street, none the wiser that the wallet got taken.
Nice.
There we go, handy trick.
Here's a tip, and I give him one of the bills from the wallet since it's stacked.
Ah, thank you. Well, I'll be...
Stay safe out there.
I'll be off for the night. I won't be staying at this corner here if what you say is true, that you just got approached by this organization. I want to avoid it at all costs.
Technically, I was working with the Red Cross, like you said, Griss, so I'm just giving him the heads up.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And I will have to head off now, so thank you for doing me first.
Okay. Yeah. Have a good night. I hope you enjoyed playing, and we should be back to just doing it every Friday again now, if nothing else happens to the program.
Do not jinx it, Griss. Do not jinx it. And yes, I'll see you guys next Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Yeah. With Destructore as desk gone, Cecil, you're back home. You've got your little library area. You've got your phone, access to the internet, all the modern luxuries. What are you up to this evening and/or night?
Gonna go out see if anybody's causing trouble.
Why, you gotta go patrol the streets?
Nothing there to do.
In the neighborhood watch.
Just your friendly neighborhood wizard man.
Do you do you stick around like the block, I guess, where you are living, or are you just like exploring the town? You're heading like deep into like Honolulu City.
Sure, I'll go deep into the city.
Yeah. As nighttime slowly falls over the island, the nightlife of Honolulu is starting to spark up. With all the crazy stuff happening in the world, the year of 2050 has had a bit of a resurgence of people actually like going outside to nightclubs and stuff like that, instead of everybody being stuck behind their computer at home playing silly D&D games. Who would do that?
Sure, no one.
So yeah, there's quite a few people out and about, especially if you're in the like popular districts where like people go to the bars and clubs and movie theaters and stuff like that. And whatever other crazy forms of entertainment they probably have in 2050, like a hologram show or something. But yeah, you're walking around, you're just you're looking for trouble? Are you making sure that everything's okay?
Selling the pixie dust if it has a resurgence since we were gone for 2 weeks.
Okay. Either investigation or perception if you would like to use your senses to see if you see anything out of the ordinary.
Go with investigation.
Almost landed on a 1 on my screen.
Almost.
27. Yeah, especially as you get closer to the areas where like people like to enjoy the nightlife. there are definitely like dealers and pushers trying to like sell their wares to the people enjoying going out to the clubs and stuff like that. You encounter your like usual street side drugs, nothing too crazy, no mention of pixie dust or anything like that.
All right. Can do what be something like hearing gossip? Would that be like just perception?
Yeah, there's no real like listening out for gossip roll in this, so you can roll me just a D. Actually, no. Do me an intelligence roll as you're using your smarts to ask around, listen in, see if you can find anything interesting.
Yeah. Hey. I'll reroll that with lucky.
Oh, okay.
That's better.
Yeah, at your 14, you like approach a guy, you're like subtly trying to ask around to see like if they know anything specifically like pixie dust and stuff like that. You approach like a few of the people that you spot that might be dealers like out in alleyways, at street corners and stuff like that. But they all kind of like give you the cold shoulder. They're like, you're pretty sure that they're like thinking that you're a narc or something, that you're not on the up and up, and they're just like refusing to do any dealings with you with your 14.
What if I try to communicate with them using thieves' cant?
What would you say?
What modern slang brainwashing can I say to convince them I'm not a narc?
It's up to you.
So much I can say. I'll just use Twitter brainwash. Can I roll charisma for that?
Yeah.
So it'd be like deception.
Yeah, that works. You're deceiving them into thinking that you're from the streets. You know this.
I'll use lucky again.
Ooh. 19. So yeah, you use your intelligence to like scope out the place. You like mark the people that you think that look like they would be selling something illegal. You eventually like pick one out to approach. You approach him. You're like very like, you know, like hands in pockets, like barely making any eye contact, like approach the guy. You ask him like, hey, do you have any of the like good stuff kind of deal? You're very convincing about it, using the 2050 street slang to the best of your abilities. He kind of like looks you up and down and slides you over a piece of paper with a number on it. He mutters like, call this guy, and then disappears off into the dark alleyway.
All right, we got a lead. That seems like enough. I'll just go back home if nothing happens on the way.
Okay.
Oh.
A2.
I'm gonna have to go now, guys, but it's been a lot of fun.
Okay. But yeah, with everybody heading off, then I guess we'll call it here for today. With a 2 on my little table excluded, Cecil, it just says you see something that makes you upset. So what would Cecil see on his way back that kind of makes him sad?
Two men kissing.
This make me sad. It's a fucking weird question. Yeah, I don't know. Just walking around, just see something. I feel like I see something you said there.
Oh, I know. You witness like you get like
ran over.
yeah, no, you get like a glimpse down the street of like a car accident, and it like reminds you of what happens to Jackie.
That will make me sad. I'll just see him like like a dead animal, maybe.
Okay, yeah, you see like one of the a very unfortunate like roadkill like at the side of the road as you make your way back. It's like this damn city. Mckadow, Dr. Sanchez, is there anything you would like to do as your character at your plane before we call it here?
No, not really. I was just going to get some rumors and talk around, but we already did that role and didn't get any. So
yeah,
I'll do it until I meet up with the guys. I've got a story beat to do with them, and then that'll be next time.
Yeah, you all you can all do long rests, but I don't think anybody really needs it unless if you need to reset spells or anything like that. Yeah.
I'll do that just so I remember for next time. Just so fucking stuffy in this room, dude. Holy moly today.
Warm.
Warm.
It is surprisingly hot today. But yeah, with that, AJ is at his home with one of the plant elves, Sylvester, with him. Des is out on the streets.
And I'm drinking.
And Cecil went out on the streets and is now back home. And yeah, Dr. Lucian Sanchez is just having a nice, relaxing time in his private jet.
Yeah. Well, I'm at the airport bar, but yes.
Nice.
Ooh, at the airport bar. Okay, and we'll leave it there for today, and we'll come back to this normally next Friday, unless if anything comes up.
Sounds good.
So yeah, thank you guys for playing. I hope you had fun, and that is us for today. Bye-bye.
Bye, and fuck off.